of filthy garbage, all that's left of a local woman's home.
This is my life.
Tammy Chavez says she paid her homeowner's insurance to protect against things like this. But when it was time for them to pay her, the insurance company found a loophole. So she called Team 10.
Investigator Allison Ash got right on it. And Allison, what was the insurance company's explanation?
Well, they say it had to do with the fact that the home was vacant. The reason for that was that Tammy Chavez was a patient in a nursing home. When she got better, she just couldn't wait to go to her little place out in Hemet, but there wasn't much to go home to. Going home is hard for Tammy Chavez. She needs the help of people like Angel for the simplest things, like getting out of the car. Before she gets to the door, she notices the pile of what were once her belongings outside and another broken window.
Every time we come, there's something else broken.
The closer she gets to the front door, the more upset she seems. Finally, Angel opens the door.
It's nasty in there.
Inside is the shambles of Tammy Chavez's life. Now it's a vandal's paradise. A cracked pipe here, broken glass there, booze bottles and piles of now broken and filthy pieces of her life.
Oh, this is really hard. This is harder today than I thought.
This isn't her first trip home, more like her third or fourth. But she wanted us to see what the farmer's insurance adjuster saw when she first visited here in January. Chavez filed a claim on her homeowner's policy when she discovered her house had been trashed by vandals and drug addicts. She thought it was covered and the insurance company would pay. All this destruction, and then Chavez took another major hit. She got this rejection letter from her insurance company. It says, unfortunately, vandalism and malicious mischief and theft to a home that has been vacant for more than 30 consecutive days is excluded under the policy.
I got mad, and I guess I get to a certain point. Sometimes when my back comes to the wall, I end up fighting back.
Chavez has had low points before. 10 News first met her in 2008, years after she was viciously raped by Victor Navarro.
He gets a little slap on the hand, and then he just sits to walk away and live his life. And I have to put up with all of this.
Navarro ripped out her internal organs. He got 8 years. Chavez was given a life sentence of hospitals, medications, and diapers.
That has put me in this wheelchair in the first place, and I've fought to stay alive, and I'm still fighting to stay alive.
Chavez fought to get longer sentences for rapists and won. She wasn't about to give up her fight with the insurance company.
I went into fight mode, and I contacted you guys.
I called Farmers Insurance to ask why they weren't covering Chavez's losses. Within days, the company began returning Chavez's calls. Last week, they sent me this statement. We aim to provide our customers with superior service and an overall positive experience. However, in this case, we initially fell short of that goal. Once the error was brought to our attention, we took quick action to rectify the matter and are now working diligently with our customer.
Everything's been taken from me, and even if they replace everything, the only really thing that I can salvage is leaving something for my kids.
Chavez is now afraid to live in the house, afraid the vandals who did this will come back.
Yeah, one bag.
Bag by bag, Angel cleans up what was once a home, throwing most of it away, but not all.
Tammy. Where is she?
Buried in the garage, something so precious, Tammy Chavez broke into tears. Precious memories from a house that was once so full of life. For the first time in a long time, Tammy Chavez cries tears of joy. And it now looks like this house is going to be condemned, and Farmers Insurance says they will buy Chavez a new home. There are still, of course, lots of details that need to be worked out, but in the meantime, Farmers says it's going to do the right thing
and you can bet we're going to be watching to make sure that they do.
Oh my gosh, her life story, there just are no words for this. But going back to the initial 30-day thing, is that legal to say if you haven't been in your home for 30 days? I mean, people take vacations sometimes longer than that.
Well, you know, the insurance companies are in business after all, so they can make money. So the first line of defense is you. So you read the fine print of your policy. If you are denied, ask yourself, was that denial reasonable? In this case, clearly it wasn't, and farmers owned up to it. You can go to 10news.com, of course, for more information, and also how you can go about filing a complaint with the California Department of Insurance.
So important and a great ending to this, thankfully.
Lucky
Tears of
she had
joy.
you on her side, too. Thank you, Allison.